over at Next Level Fitness in La Quinta and Fit in 42. And I just wanted to give you guys kind of a backstory on me. Not a lot of you guys know, but before I started off here as a coach, I actually joined Fit in 42 during the program for 6 weeks. So I started off backtracking a few years ago. I was a baker for years, and so I'd never stepped into the gym really before. I did a lot of stuff outdoors. I did a lot of rock climbing, I did a lot of running. And so what I wanted to do is start to up my game and start competing in rock climbing. So what I did is I joined Fit 42. I saw an ad online. It was really interesting. So I joined 6 weeks over at the Palm Desert Gym, and my results were incredible. Guys, before I did Fit 42, I thought that I had it all, okay? So I was climbing, I was doing all sorts of stuff, but the reality of it was that I was working long nights, long days, and probably drinking my dinners, eating something filthy, and it was a total mind shift whenever I did Fit in 42. So for a while now, guys, before Fit in 42, I felt like I was running on a hamster wheel. With work, I was working long hours, like I was saying, and I just wasn't going anywhere, and there wasn't anywhere for me to grow. So I was kind of just doing the same thing every single day and didn't have a challenge. And that's one of the biggest things I like to do for myself, is kind of step out of my comfort zone, try something completely different, and just see what would happen. And so that's what happened with Fit 42. So I was so surprised by the challenges that Fit 42 threw at me that I couldn't get enough. So once that program ended, I ended up joining as a member, and I was a member for about 2 months before Jerry actually pulled me into his office. And so Jerry and I got to talking, and he asked me a bunch of questions about my day-to-day, and I told him Fit in 42 and working out at the gym has become my favorite part of the day, actually, because it's that time where I can leave work and then just focus on just me. And what that did, it just brought up my whole outlook on life, and I had so much energy. I was climbing more, I was doing all sorts of stuff. I was signing up for crazy races, and then it just kept going from there. And then so eventually, he asked me a big question. He asked me if I would be interested in joining on the team as one of the coaches, and that thought never crossed my mind. I couldn't see myself being in the position that the coaches were for me, because I felt like they were just like gods and goddesses, and I wouldn't be able to step into those shoes. Okay. So fast forward about a week and a half, I stepped in for my first day of my internship. I completed that. I got my national cert. Under the wings of the coaches here, I was able to kind of rise up into the position of the coach that I needed to be. And so to this day, I'm still fighting every day to get better and better. If you guys don't know, before every class, I get butterflies still. I still get real nervous to kind of pace myself in a little corner, because I just want to be the coach that I had when I was in Fit in 42 for you, because that is very important. And I think that was probably the biggest reason why I stuck around, because I had coaches who had my back and were just pushing me and just kind of relentless in a good way. That's it. Okay. So that being said, throughout that whole maybe 6-month long period, I really found what I was actually passionate about, and something that I could keep going and continuing on with for the rest of my life, really, because I've found that helping you guys, it also helps me. It's just a fantastic little circle of life. I couldn't be happier with where I am now. I enjoy it so much. I'm super passionate about it, and that's what it all started with Fit in 42, really. And that's it.